Hey there everybody, this is DokterD and welcome back to the Swapper. Last time we explored this area on top of here and we can now move on towards this area. Because we have 22 orbs, even though we only needed 15. Yeah, just open it.
Good. The only access to mine side now is via gravity control. From where you are, you should be able to access an airlock. You're going to have to take a spacewalk across the station exterior.
Okay, interesting. What is thought? I think I know. It must have rules. We may not see the noumena, but we surely know they are the cause of the thoughts. How can you not know what thoughts are if you are thinking about what thoughts are? Yeah. Some of us have grown crazy. Everything there is thought. Yeah, because they cannot move, they cannot interact or anything. All they can do is think. That's their entire being, I think. 3 doors. So let's explore them all. This morning, the last senior crew member disengaged the lockdown on the high security labs and relocated us all here. The labs are well shielded and the doors are sealed tight. Everyone's hoping we've not been followed here by whatever it is that's killing us. So yeah, again, shit hit the fan, basically. Yeah, we have another teleport we can use, but we don't want that. Well, she wants us to go to the airlock, so let's do the other 2 areas first.
This is where we developed the device in your hands. We looked at the way the Watchers communicate and built a delivery system for it. To be frank with you, we didn't know what on earth it was at first. It turns out
we killed ourselves.
This is where we developed the device in your hands. We looked at the way the Watchers communicate and built a delivery system for it. To be frank with you, we didn't know what on earth it was at first. It turns out it swaps people's souls about.
It swaps our soul? Yeah, that makes sense. You know, if we create a clone and swap our consciousness over, then we are still alive, because all we are killing is a clone without our mind. Yes? Discovering what the swapper did was easy. Our new research priority is to work out how. I believe that it is synthesizing some part of the Watcher's telepathic communication. Somehow it is able to relocate raw consciousness while leaving the physical body intact. To understand the device and perhaps consciousness itself, we must understand the Watchers. Okay, so that also explains why, if we have a clone, it moves just like us. It is basically a blank of some sorts, and it reacts to what we do as the main consciousness. Yes? Let's see. Okay. I don't know how that is gonna help us right now. But we can take the elevator up and do something else, I think. What if we put a clone over here? And now that the red light is gone, we can at least switch. But we don't really need that right now. What we do need is to put a clone over here. So now if we go back down, swap, and step off of the pressure plate, now we can, if we maybe jump a little, swap to this guy and grab the orb. Okay, just going step by step and seeing what we can do. We can still solve these puzzles fairly easily. Let's see. What if we move this box around? Yes, it blocks off the light. Conveniently. Because we probably wanna put ourselves on top of here and switch around. But now we wanna push the box over here without us falling down. So we probably just need to keep switching until the box is where it needs to be. Like this. Okay. Still so far so good.
The problem has always been, no matter how far you dig down into the human brain, you'll never identify something that is consciousness. But the Swapper has taught us that the mind is some fundamental part of the universe which is not physical, and which we can now control.
So, consciousness is our soul in some way, which is not something we can physically prove. Okay. How long has it been like this? And not like the Great Chain before? Yeah, so again, these watchers are telepathically chained to one another. They can communicate to one another. And at some point, human brains got merged into their chain of some sorts, which polluted it or something, I think. Let's see. We have a box. I like boxes. What can we do with it? Is this something we want? What if we put the box back down underneath here and do it like this, so we don't... Yeah, this way it blocks off most of the red light at least. But still we need a way to get up in some way. And we cannot create a clone within the blue light. So we need the blue box in order to block off the blue light, I think. Grab it. Yes. So now we can create a clone over here, but we cannot swap to it yet. However, we can swap to this one now. Step off. And maybe... Wait, let's try that again. But keep our clone on top of here. Now let's push this block underneath. But we can't. Because this is just gonna kill our clone. So we need to put a clone Let's reset. We need to put a clone on top of here and only walk to the right from then. And once we've done that, we don't want, or at least we want this box to be underneath here, so it blocks off enough red light so we can swap over here. But we can only swap over here if we have a clone on top of there, so we need to put the box within the blue light first. Come on. So we grab the box, put it over here. So we can create a clone here. Now we only can walk to the right. We put the box underneath here. And since we cannot walk to the left, we'll do it like this. Walk to the right a little bit more. And now we can swap to him. And grab the orb. Or orbs. Because we've been collecting them 3 at a time. Let's see. Yeah, we did this part down here. Let's go over there. And we probably... Oh, we got another terminal. Petrovich and Moss volunteered to take part in the first test engagement of the swapping core between individual crew members. The procedure was conducted safely. However, both crew members immediately reported extensive memory loss, meaning it has been impossible to verify whether a swap actually took place or not. With a little more time, we believe we can correct for the memory loss and complete the experiment successfully. And then the commander says, a complete ban on all testing of the swapper devices between individual crew members is to take effect immediately. I understand your safety record for use of the device between cloned subject remains untarnished. Consider yourselves fortunate that this avenue of research remains open to you. So yeah, they figured out that it was very dangerous to use this on humans. And so they only allowed it to be used on clones. Okay. Well, let's put one down here. And let's see what we have. Well, let's put a clone over. Come on, over there. And push this. Does that help us? No. Wait, does it? Because we want to get a clone on top of there. But what does it do? It opens the door. So all we need to do right now is put one more clone over here. But we don't have one more clone. We need to merge somehow. But how do we do that? Like this maybe? Because we cannot move to the right or else he will fall down. So... well, we are gonna have to, because we also need a clone on top of this one in order to turn off the red light. So obviously this is not the complete solution. Wait, let's start the other way around. What if we put a clone over here? So at least the door opens. So we can put a clone inside at least, at that point. So what if we put one over here? Go like this. It gives us the same... We end up at the same problem we had before. This one's tricky. There is a loop here which I'm not seeing. Using this one. Just that simple? Can we, once we've opened this, move one a little bit more into it and have him jump? Come on. At least have him jump. Okay. Can we now put a clone? No, we can, but I feel like we are onto something. Put it here. Now don't go too far. Put it here, turn around so he at least runs forward. And can we now... We cannot... dang it. I don't know, is this the solution? Ooh, almost. We need to be very, very careful. Can we do it like this? Move a little bit to the right. Yeah, I saw it. Yes, there we go. Ugh. Okay, that was the first actual hard puzzle. And I guess we are done with the Xenolabs and we need to go back up. Towards the sample containment. We need 24 orbs to use this. We have 34, so that's easy. And luckily that laser only killed this thing and not us.
Attention. Access to metaphysics via sample containment is restricted to qualified empiricists.
We are. We are definitely qualified. Even though I have no idea where we're going. Hello. Some of the minds that probed us believed only in the physical world. Some believed in something more. They never ceased arguing. That sounds pretty human, yeah. I have been changed. As if the other minds like yours had a will that could cut through my own. Okay. I have no idea where we're going. Where are we? Some Watcher specimens are millions of years old, so it's fair to assume a high level of intellectual development. If they're telepathic as well, I think Corey 5's indigenous species may be the universe's oldest, most powerful quantum computer. Okay. If only we knew the programming language. So it feels like the researchers knew these watchers were sentient, but they couldn't communicate with them. However, we seem to be able to do so. They talk to us in some way, like this. The other minds here were always turning. They thought of a world a little as we do. Huh? They thought of a world a little as we do. I don't understand that one. Wow, why all these teleports? Oh. Okay, we have some more orbs to collect. And all we can do over here is turn off this light. And we have this one that turns off the blue light. So let's at least put a clone over here, but not just yet, because we want to push these two pressure plates at the same time. So we do something like this maybe? This? Is this gonna work? Yes, but now we don't have one final clone to get up there. So we need to do it a little bit different. Because we can create a clone there, but we cannot swap to it. We can only swap from here. So what if we stand on top of here and find a way to No, I feel like we have to stay down below, because if we are on top of there, then we cannot clear off this, can we? Wait, can we? Create a clone over here. Still, we're all in red light, so we cannot switch. We can only switch when we're over here, which gives us the same configuration of clones. So we need to find a way to have this be as big of a space as possible every single time we create a clone. So we start off at least as far away as this, and then we try and swap as far away as possible. So now we put also one on top of here to step on that one over there. But then we still are one short. We are still short one clone in order to get up. Humdy hum. So the only other thing we can do is stand on top of here. So we can at least align ourselves with this one. And, you know, create some more clones. Why would we want that? Because we cannot swap between any of them. I feel like I'm missing something. There must be a way to traverse this gap in some way. What if we try it without our clone on top of here to start with? So we at least create our, train or something over here. There. Now, we can create clones on top of here, but we cannot swap towards them. Therefore, we need to have at least one clone be over there. But it's not gonna help us as well, is it? No. Okay, let's recap. We need to be in this non-lit area in order to at least be able to swap. We cannot swap when we're in the red light. Yeah? Okay. Then we need to be on top of this one and this one at the same time in order to have all the lights be turned off and... Wait, do we have to? What? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now it's turned off. We have one more clone, which we can put on top of here, and then just merge again. And now we have enough clones to just do this. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, at least it gave us the orbs, so we don't have to redo that. So let's go over here. What do Watchers know about the weather? With no physical senses with which to perceive the world, we have to ask what constitutes knowledge for a Watcher. How did they conceptualize death? What do they know of the physical world? Watchers must have some conception of the natural physical forces which cause them to move in and out of one another's detection range. Such forces may be inexplicable for them, but then the human race has had great success in understanding the physical world beyond its gaze. The Watchers have likely theorized, and they have had rather more time than us to get things right. Okay. Well, we probably need to put down 2 clones over here. Then we go up. And we probably want to go down safely. Now what does this do? This one turns off the blue light, and this one turns off the red light. And we need a clone over here, I guess. But also one to, I don't know, turn off both lights. And we only have 3 bodies to work with. So we cannot put one there, and still be able to go up here. So we need to do them individually, separate from one another. So what if we put one here, and put one here, maybe kill one of them? Well, no, now we just have them walk next to each other. Because we probably want to put one here first, don't we? Because this will allow us to at least put a clone over there. So what we need to do is have him be at least on top of this one, but us be far enough to the left in order to be able to put a clone on top of there. Right? Yeah, okay. So we need some way to put ourselves more to the left without having to use a clone. Obviously not like that. Let's retry that. So we want to be safe. We want to be as far to the left as we can. In order to be able to create a clone up there. And now we want to turn off the red light. Like this. So now we can swap to him. If you would please. There we go. And one more. So we have our orbs down there. No, right, we can't. I thought, why don't we just go over and drop down? But we can't create any clones here, and this will kill us, this fall. But we do have a box, which opens up this door, but closes this one. And if we just have it slide down, then we can get on top of here, but still, that would just kill us. What if we put a clone at least down here and have him grab that box as well? What does that do? It opens the door for him. Which is a good thing, because now we have a clone down there. So if we just go over, now we can at least swap and grab the orb. Okay, okay. So we just get out. Okay, I will cut it right here. There is still a lot to figure out over here. We used a lot of these small teleport thingies, which we haven't explored all of them yet. So we will probably do that in the next one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys then. Bye bye.